Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Grand Arcade. I am back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. So we're back in Zielonka. It's a different day, IRL, as of this recording. So I did a weather check prior to beginning the session. I'm clear for now. There's supposed to be more storms later. But yeah, the storm situation in the last video, I didn't even get to stream that day, which was Saturday. So this is Sunday now. Still no Montana map, but I wasn't really expecting it. I think it'll be out either tomorrow, maybe Memorial Day, but I really have a feeling it won't be until the next weekend. So everybody asked me, what do you do? What do you do when the Montana map hasn't dropped, or when the map hasn't come out yet? You play Zielonka. So that's what I'm doing. And I did work on some stuff after the storms passed. It took most of the day, so I was, the late afternoon, evening, I did a lot of work here. Spent a lot of time here. Let me show off what we did. So let's go into flight mode. Alright, so here is the field. I ended up going back in and checking the loan status, and apparently with the field that I bought and maybe the other field that I bought up there, this one, the loan expanded, so I was able to take out more loans. So I'm in debt up to my eyeballs now. But we have some really nice fields here. Plowed a lot of these together. The fert textures are kind of off, but these are that look like this. This was already fully fertilized. So was this side of this field. So they're gonna look off for now, but I promise you they are fully fertilized, and I'll show off that in a minute. But planted the beans up here. We bought this one that was planted in beans. Then bought the oat field down here. But then wait a minute, wait, what happened down here? So I already had this field and this little grass field. And then this one was fully fertilized. It didn't have any crop in it, but it was fully fertilized. And all of this land came with it. So I did some work. I did some plowing. So, and apparently we own this side of the creek too. I didn't even give it a thought. I just mainly focused on that side. But I went ahead and plowed some up here too, planted there. So yeah, we've got some acres now. We've got some land. We're real farmers, Harry. We're really doing it. So yeah, then we got this this bean field up here as well. So we are still in the April month. I've got a ton of bales to wrap. So we're gonna come back and wrap these bales. Normally I don't bring the bales back to the farm and then wrap them. Normally I do what I did like up here with all these bales on the side of the field. I will wrap them on the side of the field and leave them there, or put them in a stack and bring them back wrapped. But I needed to get these bales over here out in a hurry. Wait, where'd they go? It's this way. I got lost there for a second. I needed to get these bales. A lot of these bales came from like the center parts of these huge fields now, that there were field roads and grass there. I had to get those bales out to be able to plow and plant all the croppage. So that's the story there. Now you know the rest of the story. Stand by for news. Alright. Let's see, this could go really bad. I've got them kind of stacked. I got to knock that stack over too over there. Tell you what, let me drop these back here, and I'll come back and pick them up. Drop that there. But yeah, I got a few of them to wrap here. So the first crop to be harvested will be the oats down there. And we'll get to that very soon. Thought about even bringing Phil in and maybe us working this map today, maybe. I still don't know what my plans are. I kind of had some plans for yesterday, and then I was like, well, the storms kept popping up. It was like one right after the other. It was like, they're called, I think they're called pop-up thunderstorms, but I call them popcorn thunderstorms. I know, everything goes back to food for me. But they just kind of pop up out of nowhere. It's literally like popcorn. I mean, it just kind of pops up. It's like, poof, there it is. Wasn't there a second ago. Well, they're here now, Fritz. Call Harvey. Yes, sir. Cool points if you know what movie that's from. None of you will probably get it. It's from the Goonies. It's when they found the Goonies on the beach at the end. The deputies, I guess, are on their ATVs and stuff. But anyway, yeah, the storms just kept coming one after another. I'd get to a point where, okay, it looks like this one has passed, and there's nothing else on radar. But then 5 minutes later, oh, look what just developed right here, right in my backyard. So I was hoping they would stop doing that. They did not. I was hoping that only the stream would be delayed maybe for a little bit, and then I'd be able to stream later. Did not happen. And you know, we don't stream past noon, so in the future we might. But not I mean, we don't really stream past noon. Especially on Saturdays. If you're got a Saturday off and you're not busy, you know, playing ball or you know whatnot, on Saturdays at noon-ish, we watch John from Pumaplow, twitch.tv/Pumaplow, because he's playing Alma 2. So he's on Alma, Missouri over there, so I like watching his stream. Alright, that's good. We're getting them knocked out here. Whoa, Nelly. Kind of grabbed that thing aggressive, didn't it? Alright, then I'll wrap these, pick these up. I haven't decided what to do with this land here. So far it's working out great for bale processing. But what do we do with it? Do we plow it up and make a field there, or do we expand our farmyard? You know what? We could expand our farmyard. I'll have to look at the elevation of things. Is this road flat out here? No, not really. It does go up in kind of a grade, doesn't it? But the land goes up even more. I could either flatten this out from like here and go that way, or just build up on the hill here. I guess I could build up on the hill here. I don't know. Something to think about, to ponder on. Drop this bale, and then I gotta knock that stack over. I'll try to get these that are down wrapped up here. Old man told me he was having some computer issues. I hope he doesn't have computer issues right before the release of the Montana map. Hopefully you got about a week, old man. Get it resolved, because Montana's gonna be out. It's gonna be out in at least a week. DJ has said that the map will be out before the Plains and Prairie DLC releases, and that releases on June the 3rd. So it's coming very, very soon. It's gotta be within the next. Hang on, I'm looking at my calendar in my head. It often hurts. It's got to be within the next 7 days, right? Yeah, because Wednesday is the 28th. 29, 30. How many days are in May? Are there 31? Let's assume there's 31. I think there's 31. But yeah, it's got to be within the next 7 days. It's got to happen soon. Whoa. You guys scoot that away. Let me grab a bale. I can get hold of it. Come on, bale. Get in there. It is your destiny. You must be wrapped. Alright, getting it done, getting it done. Get these last few here. And I'll knock that stack over. All right, so we're gonna have a bountiful harvest, as they call it. Gonna have a lot of beans. We'll have some oats that we can sell in the winter. We're gonna have a lot of silage bales apparently, but we're gonna have a lot of oats to sell in the winter, and then we'll have a huge bean sale. And we'll make some money. I did not max out the loan. There's still more that we can take on the loan side. So if we see a field that we really want, oh boy, not good, not good. Oh, okay. We almost got a rapper rodeo there. We had a baler rodeo. I released it as a Twitch tickler on the. If you go to the Twitch tickler playlist, you can see the baler video that we did. We were testing equipment before we go to Montana, and we had a baler that just went nuts on us. Like being at a rodeo, but you know, with a baler instead of a bull. So we almost had a rapper rodeo there, yeah. I'm actually surprised at how well this is going, because I figured this would be crazier than. This is why we don't bring the bales back and then wrap them. Unless you've got that one piece of equipment from Galil, I can't never say the words. There's one that you actually put the stuff into. And I think it's meant for that. What is that? Kind of electrical? Funny there's electrical up there because there's no lights in this thing. Not our combine, is it? Well, there are lights in here. How do you turn the lights on? Hey, look, there's lights right up there. How do you turn... Is there a switch? Is this one of those that has like a switch in it somewhere? Or do they just automatically come on at night? Hang on, I'm curious about this now. Let me turn on my help menu. I did not see a light switch anywhere. Oh, wait. No, I think that's the door. No, wait, it is the light switch. Okay. So this does have lights in it. There's the switch right there. We gotta remember it's right there in the middle. Okay. Really didn't think there were any lights in there. I didn't notice those up there on the wall. I looked in the rafters and everything. Alright, we gotta knock that over. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Go. Not in the highway, not in the highway, not in the highway! Alright, you go that way. Gotta knock that left one down. Go! You're the leaning... No! Not that way. Oh, I'm just gonna push these out individually. I may have to come pick some of these up with the wagon over there. Some of these kind of separated here. Come on, Bale. Get in there. Yay. Alright. Have I mentioned that I'm ready for Montana? Come on, Mr. DJ. I know you don't watch my videos probably, but we're really looking forward to your map. Can't wait to play it. I'm so excited for it because it's a DJ map. DJ takes that extra special care on his maps. Like the level of the detail with everything. With the lighting, with the farms, with the towns, I mean, he put, I don't need that bell. He put, I mean, there's everything. It's got a Subway, it's got a McDonald's, it's got a Wendy's, it's got an Applebee's, it's got a Del Taco. I mean, it's really, really cool. Plus all the productions, you know, it's got a lot of custom productions, you know. Pizza and pasta and soy milk and corn oil and corn flour and ethanol. You can do the dried corn. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Really, really enjoyed Green Valley, Nebraska. Spent so much time over there. Just about got it. Got a tractor supply, and I'm sure it's got more that I haven't seen. Nothing like wrapping bales under power poles. Just about got them. Just about. Just about. Gonna rain later in the day here in the game and in real life. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Kind of wedged in there. Well, you'll be my next one. I kind of stuck between a shop and a grass place. Right there. Alright, bought our rotary hoe just in case we had any weeds pop up. Got fertilizer over there, seed pellets. I bought some more wrap because I ran out of wrap. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice to know they're updating the game, but you know, I do miss the launching of the bales out of the wrapper here. They fixed that. You can't do that anymore. have to go back and watch the videos from Riverbend, I think, was where we did most of them. Alright, let me grab these. Oh boy. No! Oh no. Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Flip over. It's gonna drop the bell light right there. Boop. Oh no, we've got a problem. I'm stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me. I'm gonna need a Band-Aid after this. Come on, flip over. Can I use the arms? Yes, I can. Woohoo! Alright, now I gotta get that last one right there. It is in an awkward spot. If I can pull it out there. Hey, almost got it. Almost got it. Almost. Oh. Got it. Hit the reverse thrusters. Alright, we got it. We got the last one. Alright, so I'll come back and pick these up. I'm gonna fold this back up. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and go sleep over here. Get us out of this month, and then we'll see if any weeds. There's no weeds out there right now. But some of the fields we didn't plow. Some of them we bought. So yeah, I've got weeds on. Turn weeds off. So you can see these are fully fertilized. I need to go back and hit this with some fert. I'll have to wait till the next growth state. But there's no weeds currently. So let's sleep and see if any weeds pop up. And then we may have to run that rotary hoe. Ended up going with the horse planter. This is the in-game one. And this actually works really well. It lasts for a long time. I wouldn't think the capacity that this had with this tank on the front, that it would last so long. I only had to fill once off of the big field over here. So I don't know if they have that turned down for what, but it's turned way down. Apparently I can plant the whole field. Alright. Ready to get me some breakfast here too. Real soon. Alright, so it is now April 3rd. It's going to be all the same. Sleep again. Hi, Grandpa. I'm managing your farm, Grandpa. So now it should be, yes, May 1st. Okay. Let's see. Yes, there's some weeds out there. So we didn't plow that one. It kind of looked like it was in a plow state. Yeah, everything's going to need to be weeded. That one, this one, that one, and that one. So let me grab, I'm going to get the big tractor. Yeah, they're popping up, didn't they? Looks pretty good. We'll drop that right there. Run over here. I knew that would be a good investment, the rotary hoe. Because I knew there was going to be some fields that we would buy or acquire that would need it. It's cheaper to do with the rotary hoe than it is to spray it, so. Hey look, this guy's stopping just for me. He knows I'm coming out of here. I will say, plowing all this together, it might be better once we finish plowing it together and acquire some of those other fields, but the hired worker lines on this are really just, it's very crazy. Let me see if I can get up here and show you. Yeah, so look at the lines there. That's the lines. It may be because we haven't incorporated that other field in there and we haven't plowed out that field road over there yet. And it may be because that far east end is not squared off. Which we could buy that other piece of land down there and do that. we'd have to cut some trees. But for the time being, what I'm going to do is use the enhanced GPS. Now, all you console people out there are like, what's the enhanced GPS? Where can I find it? You can't find it for console, unfortunately. It's not available on console. It's only available on PC. It's the enhanced vehicle mod. If you are on PC, you can find it. You can get it from GitHub. But it's just kind of like a auto steer, kind of. It's not really like the in-game GPS. So yeah, you can't really utilize the in-game GPS that way. Basically, you just line up kind of how you want to be, and it automatically locks into the heading that's closest by 10-degree increments. So I'm doing 270 now. When I go the other way, it should be 90. If you go north, it's 0. If you go south, it's 180 degrees. Yeah, having this rotary hoe, it's pretty quick work of it. And we don't have to spend money on herbicide. Now there's some situations where you will have to spray, but if you get it early enough, in the early stage that the weeds have popped up, you can run the rotary hoe over it. So we're going 90 degrees. That's due east. Got a little fog out there this morning. Surprised that the oat field doesn't have any weeds in it. But it doesn't. Save the game. Yep, we're knocking them weeds out. The oat field does not. I need to fertilize it again, but it does not have any weeds in it. This big field does. That's going to be fun. And then we got to hit that one. Got to kind of watch. There's a little bit of weeds right there. Kind of like a strip there. See that? Can you see that on the map? Yeah, you can see it on the map. It's kind of the outline of that field. I don't know. I plowed all that, so I don't know why that's there. If you plow it, you don't get weeds, and I plowed all that. It's kind of around the edge of the field, so maybe I missed a little. I don't know. We need to after this harvest, we need to kind of fix this field up. Maybe try to square it off a little bit more on that east end, and go ahead and hit these weeds here. Yeah, there's a little thin strip of weeds down through here. Are there any more? Yeah, there's some more over there. Look at that. Some around that edge. There's some that go up through the middle there. Some around this edge. Even some up there on that northern edge there. Where are they at? There they are. I was like, I know I saw them. They were here somewheres. Let me go hit this northern edge up here, and then I'll go back down there. Yeah, there's a few out here. Zielonka is very difficult as far as weed control. And I thought I hit those. Did I not just come up through there? I'm gonna have to make a loop. to go back. It might be the situation where it shows them on the map, but you can't see them like in real life. Because sometimes the crops will be that way when you're harvesting them. You'll go down like a single row of corn, and you can't actually see the corn, but there's actually a row of corn there, and if you run your harvester over it, you'll see the corn go into the header. So it might be that kind of situation. I know I saw some over here. Yep. Get all these weeds out of our beans. Because we'll get docked for that if there are weeds in the beans. We want the beans to be clean going into the combine. Heading in the right direction. According to this, they're right behind me here. To the front and to the left a little. Yeah, you totally cannot see them. So go ahead and hit them. Unless they're like really small. Yeah, I do not see any weeds, but they're there. Those pesky weeds. Alright, so let me zoom in on that. Just need to go forward from here. Taking out that line. Alright, got rid of that one. Now these over here I should be able to see. That one looks thicker. Then I get to do that whole field. Yay! We'll make it look nice. Get rid of all the weeds. None really up there. Basically, just need to do a pass on the south side of this field and then that whole field. Alright. Lower that. I'll turn on my enhanced GPS, and I guess we'll sign off right here, guys. I'll get these weeds knocked out, and we'll come back and hopefully have a maybe an oat harvest for you. Or mow some more grass. I don't know. We got a lot of grass, so it's money on the ground right there. All right. Until the next time, guys. Remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.